You know, I think I actually posted this particular video maybe a year or two ago. And what I want you to do is I want you to pay special attention to the 3-minute and at the 5-minute mark. And the title is 9/11 Pentagon was hit by a cruise missile proof. Now the reason I want you to pay close attention to the 3 and 5-minute mark is you'll see an area that sort of lit up just before the cruise missile impacts. And that to me indicates that it was laser designated. There was a laser that was pointed at the point of impact, and the cruise missile honed in on that laser. The other thing too I want you to notice, and I've stated this in previous videos as well, is that 20-foot diameter hole is pretty much touching the ground. And you'll see the streak come in straight like this. It doesn't come down on an angle, it comes in straight. Now, if it came in straight, where are the ground scars? There aren't any. There would have had to have been ground scars from the engines, which would have been buried in the lawn outside of the impact point. There aren't any ground scars. Only a complete moron would believe that it was a 757 or a 767 that created that hole. Again, most Americans can't wrap their minds around that our government could have done this. No one else could have done it. But what's frightening is so many people had to have been involved. The military, the CIA, the FBI, you name it. They all had to be involved, or they couldn't have pulled it off. Vice President Dick Cheney, as I stated in previous videos, shut down the air grid over that part of the United States. If that air grid would have been up and active, they would have known there were no planes that hit the Twin Tower. There was no plane that went into Shanksville. There was no plane that hit the Pentagon. They would have known it was a cruise missile that hit the Pentagon. A cruise missile that went in Shanksville. And there were no planes at the Twin Tower. That's been proven over and over and over again. What's frightening is nothing's being done about any of it. None of those that were responsible are being held accountable. No different than the JFK assassination. We were told we'd know in 50 years. Well, we're on the 54th year of the assassination. They're waiting for George H. Bush to die before the truth is released. You can think whatever you like, as can I. For the last 4+ years, this is all I've done. I've focused on trying to find the truth, not only on 9/11, but on our corrupt, twisted, evil, demented government. Think what you like. Watch the video. You tell me what you see. You tell me if you don't see a glow on the impact point just before the missile strikes. Take a look at how flat the approach is. It wasn't an airplane. No one in their right mind could think it to be anything other than it was, which was a cruise missile. And who had access to that? Our government. Case closed as far as I'm concerned. Let me know what you think. You sure as hell know what I think. This video was posted back in 2011, September 22nd. When I got it, it had 1,588,424 views. There's a lot of people that know the truth, yet no one's doing squat about it. You ever wonder why?